Hello everybody, welcome to your weekly angel card reading here at Beacons of Angel Light with me, Trudy Healy. This is for your week beginning June 4th, 2018. So we are definitely halfway through the year. It's crazy, and pretty soon I'm going to be saying the year's done with and we'll be bringing on the new year, yada yada yada. It's crazy. You know, with that whole full moon that we experienced, the energies have been rising. It's kind of like a tug of war, and it could even be emotional versus psychological, or emotional versus logical within you, or it could be literally a tug of war between two equally matched opponents. That's the energy that we have for just about everybody with the planetary alignment and everything that's going on right now. So if you see me, like, I'm consistently looking down here, it's because I am messing with some Palo Santo. And I used to do this on Facebook, was smudge you guys so that you can get the Palo Santo vibe going there. I love this stuff. Also, speaking of the energies that I'm sending you, I've been meditating today with my pyramid-shaped amethyst, and during this crazy time, I don't know if you all have heard what's going on in Nicaragua and Venezuela, but in Nicaragua it just started, I want to say about 45 days ago, and there's over 100 dead, mostly students, you know, between the ages of like 14 and 20. So in order to maintain my cool and speak my truth, my disassociated political views, and you know, my soulful truth that I have to speak, I've been using moldavite. Oops, there it goes. Yeah, so moldavite, it's kind of a starseed stone, if you will, because it happens when two meteors collide. So if the light hits it just right and you look at it facing the sun, which I can see it from here, but unfortunately the camera won't catch it there, so that light will infuse you with Christ consciousness. And so that's the energy that I'm sending you out, is the groundedness, the sobriety, and the crown chakra energy of the amethyst, and also the Christ conscious, like, you know, I want to say cosmic knowledge here, okay? So that you can speak your truth in a grounded way. Alright, so on with the cards for this week. I'm feeling the animals. The animals are free of all of this indoctrination that as humans we've been exposed to. The animals still live in harmony with nature. And so this week I'm going to be using, it's Doreen Virtue and Raleigh Valentine's Angel Tarot cards. And then I'm also going to pluck a card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. Alright guys, so let's see what we have going on for this week. Now, by the way, while I'm shuffling the cards, if you haven't already checked out your monthly reading for your astrological sign, you want to scroll down and look for it. I've got a monthly reading for each of the astrological signs. Also, I'm putting up a weekly love interest reading by element. So find out what your element is by your astrological sign, and then you can tune in if you happen to have a love interest. I'll be posting those weekly videos. Now, if you do want here we have our first card. It's a jumper. So if you do want an exchange of energy with me, a personal reading, you can definitely schedule that. Just follow the directions in the description box and get with me, and we'll make that happen. Is it one of these? Oh, it's both of these. Okay. Oh, and another jumper. I've never seen that one before. Okay, there we go. No, that was me dropping it. Yeah, so, and if you haven't already clicked subscribe, you definitely want to do that. Also, if anything resonates with you, which I'm certain that it will, you want to share it with a loved one. And that way we get out the word of, all right, so we got 5 cards here. I am going to start with the jumping cards though. So the first one that we got for this week is the 7 of Autumn. If you guys can see it without the glare, it's the cow. I love the cow. They're really slow in movement, okay? So this, to me, the first thing it tells me is to slow the F down. Also, I love cows. They grow these magic mushrooms, and I flippin' love cows for so many different reasons. I love their dairy. I love them so much. They're awesome. But the reason that they grow those wonderful mushrooms that I'm talking about, the reason that I am mentioning that is because they have, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's 8 or 9 stomachs. So they digest the food. They redigest the food. They redigest the food. They redigest the food. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, not in terms of your food. You're not going to obviously regurgitate and keep redigesting it. No, that's not what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about your life lessons, okay? I'm talking about revisiting the situation that your life keeps throwing back at you. What is it that you keep reliving that you need to do away with? Is it an idea? Is it a person? Is it a particular scenario that you keep getting yourself into? The cow is giving you time. The cow is giving you time. Let's see what the card, Doreen Virtue's interpretation here on the card. It says the planning of resources and efforts you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next steps. Okay, so let's see what else it says here in the book, because this is quite frankly a new deck to me, but I wanted to go with my intuitive, and my own understanding of why. So the 7 of Autumn, the time and resources you've invested in your dream have been well allocated. Now it's just a matter of time until you can reap the rewards that you're hoping for. So don't worry if things don't seem to be progressing, or if they're progressing slowly. Heaven is working behind the scenes to make your ventures a success. Just give it a little bit longer. This is actually a good time to take rest and do some planning for the future. So the cow. That was the jumping card, okay? The next jumping card that we got here was the Siberian Husky Dog. And it's the 10 of Winter. So the Siberian Husky Dog, contrary to the cow, is actually really energetic. And he's a working dog. So he's also, kind of leading his owner in the path, if you will. Usually when they're running, like my interpretation of this is that they're running and they're leading their master in the way. So let's see what Doreen Virtue has to say about this one. The 10 of Winter. Okay. Siberian Husky Dog. The end of a situation. The chance to move on to a new direction, to a new and exciting prospect. Letting go of the past. It's over. Those words that bring great joy or sadness. It might be a project, career, or relationship that your thrill has come close to, or perhaps something you weren't expecting to, but it came to an end. And even if the ending has left you feeling uncertain or worried, you probably still knew deep down inside that there was something better waiting for you. So you just didn't have the courage to make the changes. The universe just kind of made it happen for you. So It can sound cliche, but endings really do make way for new beginnings. Wonderful opportunities are possible. Put aside your fears about any changes that this ending might entail and trust that far happier futures lie before you. Remember to give gratitude to heaven for successful recovery from an addiction. If this is the case, as pets, Siberian Huskies are loving, smart, and very alert. However, as a breed, they come from one of the harshest locations in the planet, Siberia, Russia. So it's no surprise that they symbolize being able to overcome significant challenges to successfully reach your journey's destination, along with hope that comes from the next chapter in your life. Following their example, you'll be able to take on whatever dream you have in mind with equal grace and poise. The Siberian Husky on the card has control of her own leash. No one dictates her destiny but her. She's also a service dog, so it could be that the next phase of your life involves being of service to others, maybe. Or perhaps it's time to be of service to yourself. So then these were the non-jumping cards. And I'm going to say this is Monday, Tuesday. I'm guided to do it this way this week, guys, so bear with me. This is Monday, Tuesday. And it's the Prince of Winter. It's the thoroughbred horse. This guy's fast moving, okay? Monday, Tuesday. The Prince of Winter. All right, the thoroughbred horse. Events that could unfold at great speed. Wise and logical choices. Sudden, unexpected changes. The thoroughbred horse represents the fast-moving energy in all of tarot. If things have been a bit sluggish for you lately, then get ready. Once this horse races in, you can expect things to go from a dead stop to lightning speed in the blink of an eye. Because of that, you may be asked to make decisions very quickly, and you'll want to choose logic and intellect over emotion, and whatever you do, think fast. Or you won't have long, and you'll be running after the horse yelling, "Wait for me!" So definitely make grounded decisions. That's probably why I was guided to use this amethyst pyramid here, so that you guys can focus better, and well, me too, obviously. So the thoroughbred can represent a person who loves action. He's intelligent, decisive, focused, and possibly a bit impulsive. He'll rush in to save the day by instantly figuring out what to do, and then without conferring with anyone, just do it. His intentions are good and his head is in the right place. However, since he tends to act without asking first, you might want to keep your tabs on his progress, or at least before he gets too far ahead of himself and steer off course entirely from where you intended to go. The thoroughbred horses are known for their swiftness, stamina, agility, and willingness to go that extra mile. So they can run at speeds of up to 55 miles per hour, and they can keep going for long after, for hours. So the horse breeds, they can keep going for hours longer than other horse breeds, They're extremely intelligent, and they forge a psychic connection with the people that they work with on a regular basis. So this is one of the reasons that they're a symbol of victory and success. However, if one gets away from you, you're going to have to run very, very, very fast to catch up. All right, so that was Monday, Tuesday. This is Wednesday, Thursday, and it is a major arcana in the traditional tarot. This is the Hermit, the number 9, but it's the Firefly. The Firefly. So remember I was saying the cow at the beginning. The Firefly, this just supports it. Hold on. Number 9. All right. The Firefly. Spiritual enlightenment, the spark of inspiration, the light within, being the light for others. Believing in the magic of life. The Hermit is one of the most misunderstood cards in tarot. And understandably, people think that it means being alone, and sometimes it does. More often, though, it reflects an inward journey of exploration and discovery. It is true that the spiritual inspiration frequently comes from meditation and the enjoyment of peaceful solitude. But just as often, it comes from learning from an internal enlightened teacher or mentor. The imagery of traditional tarot gives the appearance of the hermit alone in a mountaintop. In reality, he's holding up his lamp so that many other seekers climbing the mountain can find him, the enlightenment he offers. The reason for the firefly, representing the light within, flashes the great spiritual insight and inspiration. It is the perfect symbol of this card's message. Fireflies ask us to follow their example and shine our divine light for all to see. And just as the seeker is never alone, our fireflies have gathered in great number in order to show you just how magical life can be. And then, so that was Wednesday, Thursday, and this is going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is Unity, and it's the Polar Bear, also a major arcana. Although, what would Unity be in the regular tarot? 1 second. I must know. I'm going to investigate this really quick with you guys. So, number 5 in regular tarot. 1 second. Okay, the Hierophant. So, that makes sense. Alright. The Hierophant. Alright, the Polar Bear. Embrace this time of deep spiritual growth. Look, it's talking about more spiritual growth. You may feel called to act as a mentor or find a new teacher or spend time with others who are also on a sacred path. Look, they're supporting one another. The Hermit, the cow, the Polar Bear. So let's see what this guy has to offer. Polar Bears, like the Unity card, represent deep spiritual growth. They symbolize the importance of having an experienced teacher to guide you on your sacred journey. Due to their extreme living conditions, they may suggest a black and white approach to decision making. This is one of those times when a traditional route makes the most sense, or is thinking strategically to come up with a more original plan for the order of the day. Deal with the challenges in a flexible and contemplative way. This card can also indicate a need to seek out spiritual mentors who can help you understand who you truly are. Embrace your growth and your evolution, and then share that knowledge with others. Polar bears are symbolic of meaningful moments of spiritual evolution. Their lives call for solitude and introspection, but also compassion, love, and love for their children. So by following their example, you'll enrich your spiritual life immensely. Polar bears are extremely intelligent and able to adapt to their surroundings. Likewise, the Unity card asks you to examine your situation with an open mind so that you can adjust your plans accordingly. All right, so as promised, I'm going to pull a card from the Keepers of the Light and see what guidance they have to offer for the week. And then I'll let you go because the video is getting awfully long there, guys. Sorry about that. Psh, psh, psh. Ah, jumping cart. I love this one. Commander Ashtar. So a lot of people don't really know about him, but it's a call to action. And it's a call to action in the sense that we are the beacons of angel light. I don't care if it's your first time tuning in, which, by the way, if it is, definitely click subscribe, okay? But you're a beacon. I'm a beacon. We spread the smiles, the genuine smiles. We reignite the flame that exists inside of each of us, that I amness, that I am, that very genuine, soulful self that you have, that I have, that we are all connected, that I recognize in you, that you namaste recognize inside of me. Okay, so this is what he's talking about. And if you notice in his cosmic background, there is beautiful sacred geometry, which I see all over the airspace here on planet Earth. Commander Ashtar. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong book. Of course I am. By the way, these cards are made by Kyle Gray, Keepers of the Light. Commander. Okay. Ashtar, also known as Commander Ashtar, is a multidimensional being who promotes truth, peace, and harmony between the planets. He is said to be an extraterrestrial, but appears in human form so that he can communicate at a heart level with those on Earth who call on him. He is part of the Great White Brotherhood, a congregation of light beings who work to bring healing to the world, and is a wonderful guide to those who are feeling the call to bring positivity, healing, and inspiration to those around them. He lifts up the hearts of leaders and inspires them to walk their path with complete integrity. So I hope that this goes out to the leaders of, Nicaragua and like all of these poor countries that have terrible people in a position of authority. But in any event, the extended message here is that you are receiving a call to action and being asked to step up and create the changes that you want to see in the world. Divine inspiration is all around you. And Ashtar and his legion of cosmic angels are standing by to offer you loving support. Know that you are being encouraged to be honest, assertive, and true in a loving way. You may feel your ego trying to hold you back, but know that when you take the first step, the next one will be soon to follow. Take some time to connect with the universe by looking up at the stars, knowing that they are loving beings of light gazing back down on you, and you are not alone. All right, guys, so that is your message for the week. I hope you're having a wonderful week, blessed, filled with epiphanies, revelations, and blessings in disguise. Take it, guys. Love it. It's what you were made for, okay? So I love you, love yourselves, and love everybody around you. Stay tuned, and don't forget to check out the other videos. Mwah! Have a great week.